Teresa, it's been a while.
We haven't seen each other since the throne. But that doesn't seem like so long ago to me. Not when I keep hearing so much about you. Eleanor Hume, the traitor.
What of the Corsair Scourge?
Nothing to worry about. I've had my dose of Salatoma.
Was it as bad as you remembered it? Brings you back to when you were an initiate, doesn't it?
Why did you betray us, Eleanor? When the Abbey made you a patrolling inspector, they placed great responsibility upon you. Oscar should have been the one to take on that role. He had already been selected for it. But you wanted it so very badly, and that sweet, naive man that he is, he let you take it.
I had no idea. Oscar had already been chosen?
Yes, and after he passed on it, he was stationed on that dangerous island where he sustained that awful wound. And now, you accompany the monster that nearly killed him. I feel I have a right to some answers.
My desire to save humanity has not changed. I have simply found a path different from the Abbey's.
I don't find that answer acceptable.
I didn't think that you would. I know very well that you offer no compromises when it comes to Oscar.
You're right. I don't. Be sure to inform your new friends of that fact. In order for me to protect Oscar, I'm going to need you all to trust me. That's all I have to say to you.
I understand.
Power number 2 displayed at the throne. Hard to believe he had that hidden in him. Lord Melchior said that number 1 was full of untapped potential as well. If I have the talent to use it.
Teresa, my lady, you seem angry.
Me? At what?
At me, for running away and joining Velvet.
Oh, that? I was careless. An enemy stole a tool of mine. I'm merely frustrated at my own incompetence.
A tool.
I don't care what happens to me now. Not as long as I can save Oscar.
I'm the one who hurt your precious brother. And you're asking for my help now?
Yes, you hurt him. You scarred his face, and his honor, and his heart.
Still holding a grudge then? Well, at least you won't be able to kill me in my sleep.
With no Malachim, I'm an ordinary woman. How could I threaten the Lord of Calamity? I'm painfully aware of my own weakness.
Good. Try to keep out of the way then.
Lady Teresa, Velvet isn't so different from you. She had a little brother,
I know all about the Lord of Calamity, but none of that matters to me, as powerless as I am now. This is the only path for me. It's the only way I can save Oscar.
Lady Teresa. Malakim are just tools.
What are you brooding over?
I know. Velvet, Eleanor, or Teresa. You're not sure whose little brother you want to be, eh? In that case, I assure you I'm the kindest of the lot.
The cruelest, most devious. That's not what's on my mind. There's something I need to say to Lady Teresa.
Something you wish to say? Then speak, number 2.
That's just it. I'm not number 2. I'm Laifiset.
Laifiset?
It's the name Velvet gave me. It's very important to me.
Something can be important to you?
Yes, I have feelings. You see, Malakim are not tools.
Very well. I shall call you Laifiset from now on.
Thank you, Lady Teresa.
You're kinder than you look, my dear Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa.
You misunderstand. With so much at stake, I don't want to rock the boat. Oh, it's a beetle.
Yeah, a Lionel giant thunderstag beetle, to be exact.
Why do they always have such awkward names?
I think it's a cool name.
I've never been able to figure out why boys are so drawn to these things.
Huh?
What's the matter? Didn't you want to see it?
Yeah. Thanks.
When he was little, Oscar was always running around the woods collecting bugs. He'd get so into it, it was never long before he'd trip and hurt himself.
Did you grab bugs for him?
Yes, I thought they were gross, but I was much taller than him, and I had the reach. Once, he gave me a whole pile of cicada shells as his way of thanking me. I just screamed.
I'm sure he just wanted you to know how he felt. I can relate to that.
Rather unusual for a Malak like you to contemplate such things.
Well, I try to. It's just really hard sometimes.
It's hard for people, too. Sometimes it feels insurmountable. And yet we can't give up. Sometimes you just have to say what you believe in your heart, even if you're not good at saying it.
What I believe.
Fee, hurry up already! What were you two talking about?
Nothing.
Hey, Laifiset. Found a new stag beetle, did you?
Yeah, Lady Teresa caught it for me.
Ooh, those pincers are sharp. Eisen, take a look at this fine specimen of a stag.
Wait, I believe that might be a two-horned rhinoceros beetle.
Listen, you two. If you're gonna get in another fight over this, I'll just say it's a new type of drone beetle.
You wouldn't.
You've really figured us out, huh?
Eleanor, you didn't make him say that just now, did you?
I did not. I've made a pact with him as a vessel, but he isn't tethered to me.
A Malak, acting so human.
I used to think that way. Malakim possessing free will just like humans? It was inconceivable. But meeting Laifiset and Eisen taught me the truth. They laugh in joyful times and cry in sad times. Their stomachs even growl too.
Their stomachs growl?
Now I take it as a matter of course that not only Malakim, but demons and Therians too, have their own thoughts and feelings.
I thought you hated demons.
I certainly still do, but now I feel something besides just hate.
Malakim with free will? Demons and Therians as well?
You must have sensed that in Laifiset, or you wouldn't have caught that beetle for him. When you saw his beaming face, it must have reminded you of when Oscar was a young boy. Am I correct?
This conversation's over.
Teresa, be honest. Isn't there something wrong with the Abbey using a dangerous experimental art out in the field?
Oscar's the one who decided to go through with it. Don't presume to know anything about who he is.
Are we ready for this?
Using that art could be fatal. I can't allow Oscar to try it.
Lady Teresa, is something the matter?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
But you looked like you were in pain.
Oh. I was just thinking a bit.
You didn't have time to rest after recovering from the Corsair's scourge. You're awfully hard on yourself, you know.
And even harder on others, am I?
That's not what I meant.
It doesn't matter. I'm well aware that I'm stone cold. But they say a Malak never knows his vessel's heart. I said nothing all those times you snuck off to the library, did I?
You knew about that?
Of course I knew. But I was just letting you roam free like a master might let her little pup. Number one didn't wander about like you did. What makes you different?
I'm sorry.
Well, boys will be boys, I guess. But I was planning on punishing you if that behavior continued.
Punish me how?
You don't want to know. It might wreck your good cheer.
Lady Teresa!
Look at how open she's being. Do you really think she'll work with us?
I don't think she's lying to us. But I don't think she's being entirely truthful either. Look, I know I probably don't have to say this, but...
You don't. I won't let my guard down. If I see anything funny, she's dead. And since she has no Moloch, it'll be quick. Teresa, let's review our plan before we go in.
All right.
We'll tell Oscar that we'll release you if he gives up his weapons and Malachim. We'll tie him up, collect the Therian, and then head for the docks. Once we're aboard our ship and ready to sail, we'll release you. You'll be free to do whatever you want.
Very well. But I want you to promise me one thing. Promise me you won't hurt Oscar.
That depends on him. I'll defend myself if I have to.
Velvet.
Please, do it for me, too.
If you want to save Oscar, you need to make him listen. Put your own life on the line. You're his sister. Do whatever you have to protect him.
I will. Even if it means my death.
you.